Make sure we don't miss anything.
Pull it together.
Could be right around the corner. Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do.
Go on ahead and double back. You did see something, right?
I think he found something.
Go on ahead and double back.
Best to be careful.
Make sure we don't miss
It's the
anything.
harvester. Back
Keep it
from the
down.
dead.
Away from the crime scene, sir.
Make sure we don't miss anything.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark. Black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
get calls I didn't want, tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children, former captains of high school sports teams who will never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
You did see something, right? Go on ahead and double back.
Let's keep looking.
Make sure we don't miss anything.
Keep it down.
Can't trust anyone.
I'm not Montag. I don't need your
You
help.
think I don't know what's going on here?
Go on ahead and double back.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Maybe tomorrow.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just Just a little rusty.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an Aug, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean, like being my subordinate?
I mean like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
You did see something, right?
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Maybe tomorrow.
Show me your damn papers, AUG.
I have a permit. It's not like they did not see me working.
What? Leave me alone.
Oh, hello.
Valmistetaan Roshirin pasorinjakaan.
The incident showed the gorilla. I mean, their whole neuropathy market is huge.
I could use the drink.
Justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture.
Where you going?
The Og incident through.
Sure, kick me while I'm down. You'd steal from me? Must be tripping.
Set up a bed and breakfast beer right off the whole thing.
Hey, asshole! You can't go in there! Must be tripping. Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me, so I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie, doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
What I think doesn't matter yet. What matters are your answers. Make them clear and honest. Otherwise, you'll make things miserable for yourself.
Miserable? That's like offering me a promotion. A woman I used to love is dead, and a jackass I've never seen is here to accuse me of it. You can't make my life any worse than it is.
Where were you?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
Found your notebook, Johnny. You've been writing about Angie. Some of your descriptions resemble what happened to her.
You gonna arrest me for writing shitty poems? They're supposed to help me reconnect emotionally to things.
There's a lot of violence in the writing. You describe things that aren't that far off from what actually happened.
Breaking a line and breaking a neck aren't the same thing, are they now? Now you start pretending that they are, and you're no better than that lazy asshole detective. They don't like who I used to be, so they want to do whatever they can to put me away. That's all this is.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with Bell Tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I've gone up against them before. Seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes two of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
You've had a hard time adjusting to life after Bell Tower.
No more than anyone else.
The things you wrote are evidence now.
I plead poetic license.
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
I don't want to miss out on opportunities just because.
Where are you going? Why are you still here?
Found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands on New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
Vrať se do golemu.
Nice outfit. Look good in the wind. Get them alone in the room.
Přímo tady ve městě.
Rather keep all my car.
Get off me! You bastard! Leave me alone! You have no right.
Život na ulicích je marný.
I can't go on like this.
Hello? Stay sharp.
Jestli v tom fakt jedou, jak to zastavit?
too late?
Great.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
namátkových kontrol zabaveny. Děkujeme za spolupráci.
I have a permit. It's not like they did not see me working. You're all there.
Look, I don't see anything. Arrest the next Panzer you see. We'll book them for assault. I see you.
Ahoy.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
I'm just telling you what I found.
No, you're interpreting what you found. Trying to sway my opinion. But if you really want to convince me of something, you need to keep talking.
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body. Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful, keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Nice outfit.
Nemůžu se dočkat.
Social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The audience threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Max Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
Ark is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that Ark didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell tower? They're just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here. What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
The DSD contained scans of the bomb's timing mechanism. It was a wristwatch, a local brand made by a man named Stanek. When I confronted him, he admitted his daughter might have made the bombs.
Great. So we have her in custody.
Stanek claimed he didn't know where she was. Look, I'm telling you, Ruzika's a dead end. It's part of the fake-out. The Alps are where we need to look.
This bell tower facility. How the hell did you find it?
I reached out to someone, a contact from my Sarif days. He's very good at unearthing the kinds of information people try to keep hidden. I told him what happened in Dubai, gave him access to the information I learned while investigating Ark. He did the rest.
Fuck, Jensen.
Do you trust this guy?
In this instance, yes.
Chicane, how are you for fuel?
Could use a top-up.
Do it. You do this quick and quiet. Recon only. You do not engage. Am I clear? Don't even set foot inside that facility if you see activity. Contact me the minute you have anything. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I'll loop McCready in. Get him and the analyst to work up a detailed mobilization plan, if there's anything there. I'm trusting you on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that.
You really think this intel your CI provided will bear fruit?
I'm sure of it.
I gotta admire your confidence, man. You know, despite your obvious aesthetic handicap, maybe you've got some value.
Thanks.
You ready to go?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Yeah, fire it up.
visual range and engage DRFM jamming. You can scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
Crazy? We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine. Not setting us down.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You really must avoid taking those wrong turns. A little taste, so at the end you understand what you're interfering with. Give my regards to Talos.
I thought there'd be more blood. You said Walker was covered in it.
Racker had more meat in him than this one. Maybe that's the difference.
But you're sure he'll die?
Your kid has no mercy. His end will come. It will be slow, and it will be painful. Just time enough for a man to think on his sins.
Yeah. If he found us, it means the facility is compromised. We should move out.
No. We were warned that this one was coming. We have time before they start searching for him.
If you are certain. What about your friends from Ark?
Those fools have outlived their usefulness. Let them drink a little more, then dose them with more. Don't do bodies with this one. Enough of this dead weight. You carry him now. This is as far as I go.
You're flying back to Prague?
I need to meet with those Diwali pigs. Get them to accelerate the timeline so our shipment clears customs immediately.
They will want more money.
Smugglers always want more money. The Diwali won't get it.
So the men and I should stay here and proceed as planned?
Brown confirmed everything with Baikus last night. Date and time.
End of the line for you, friends.
Chicane. Chicane, come in. Damn. How long have I been out? Miller, it's Jensen. I can't raise Chicane.
Jensen? What's happened?
I walked into an ambush. Chicane could be in trouble.
Fuck. I'll see if I can raise him. Was it the mercs from Dubai?
Yeah. And they were with Marchenko, their mole inside Ark. He admitted poisoning Rucker.
I'll call Leon. See how quickly they can get a team there. You stay low and find the exit.
Copy that. But these guys think I'm dead. Maybe I should take advantage of that and have a peek around. Might find out more about him.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Schematic marker through for the explosive. Seems to work out perfectly. Marchenko said my friend here died. Marchenko said the guy was alone. He was, if you don't know what his second plan was. An extraction team might already be done. That's one more done.
That's everything? Seems light without the box.
Yeah. Most of the artillery is already
We're all set.
This takes a long time to compile. Me too. It's worth it then. No operations. Ask them when you're going to be released so you can go and pack. Not interesting. One more done.
detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Money keeps them safe. You'll see. The iodine tablets can go directly to the secondary base.
Marchenko's not in his office.
No, he's already en route. You got a question?
Just a
Very impressed. Everyone on the team is a pure professional. You represent them. They don't mean that's where we're going.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Elbow. Get that looked at before you land.
Someone's been hiding a generic neuropazine stash in here. Positive contact! Mil spec on! Copy lock!
Come on!
Target dot.
Oh! Positive contact! Come on! With me! Can you get around target position? Grenade! Target! What's my flank? Moving here. Use that support about now. Over. Get down! Back door! Back door! I'll shoot you!
Target offline! Advance! I'm in position!
Hey, Jensen. Miller tells me you're alive in there. They built you tough, huh?
Where the hell have you been, Chicane?
Me? You've been off comms for hours, partner. Hell, I almost came in there after you, but damn roaches down there spotted me, so I had to bug out. Been trying to raise you ever since.
Yeah, well, now I need a pickup.
Helipad, north end of the facility. As soon as I catch you on infrared, I'll break cover and grab you. Chicane out.
Roger. Confirm mark. Target! Possible compromise! Roger. Check the set them negative. Positive contact. Verify. Moving in! Oh!
Head down on tag! Engage!
You're clear to shoot!
Mark stagger! Hostile move to dead end!
Attention! This is an unspecified alert condition. Under general alert.
On 6, weapon hot! Target done! On side, engaging! Go!
This is an alert continuous. Repeat, we are still on general alert.
You're out of options! Okay! Over!
Attention, intruder alert. Repeat, we have an intruder.
Moving up! Targets boxed in, holding here!
All personnel on full alert. Shoot hostile on sight.
Copy! Moving up! Holding here!
Everyone remain on alert. This is not the drill.
Setting up shop, copy! Time to close in on the hostile! Go! Moving in! Settling in! Over! Get some! Moving up! This is the overpass! Weapons down! Come out! Get down! Take the target down! Turn that target red! Red out! Unit take the mark down! Weapon out! Ah!
Shoot hostile on sight. Attention, intruder alert. Repeat, we have an intruder.
Engaging target! Go! Go! Going nuclear! On target! On my mark!
Everyone remain on alert. This is not a drill.
Moving to intercept! Copy! Let's go! Taking up defensive position. Here we go! Copy!
All personnel be on extra guard. This is a general alert.
I'm up! Over! Moving up!
Attention, this is an unspecified alert condition. Under general alert.
Mark is online! Back in position!
This is an alert continuous. We are still on general alert. Attention, intruder alert. Repeat, we have an intruder.
Vector empty! Over! Target under attack!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
All personnel
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.